This place is called Empire Stage. It's like an event-based recording studio that I run with a couple of other sort of producers and event makers.
My name is Justin Freeman. I'm from Flatbush. I know we're in Crown Heights right now, but I'm from Flatbush, born and raised. I am one of the directors of Gallery Particulier. We are a Brooklyn-based art gallery in Flatbush on 281 Maple Street. We bring art into, non-traditional spaces, people's homes, stairways, places like this, public schools. Let's talk about that. Okay. So we exist within community, and we work with Brooklyn-based gallery artists, many of whom are either older adults, young, vibrant, people of color, and a lot of them are sharing their lived experience of what it's like living in New York City. Art is something that helps people, or kids even, actualize into active adults within society. When we talk about defunding the arts, public housing, who do we think of mostly back in the days that's done this? Ronald Reagan. Yes. So Ronald Reagan did a lot to defund. In the 1980s, Reagan slashed the National Endowment for the Arts. And it wasn't just about, trimming budgets in the same way they talk about, slashing Medicare. They just want to trim the budget. It was about, controlling culture, deciding who gets to speak and who actually gets heard. Defunding had a ripple effect. And those cuts, they've never actually been reversed. In fact, federal support for the arts has been sustained, and the cuts have even deepened in some ways. Even though these arts, they continue to generate billions of dollars for folks in value and in meaning. Under Eric Adams, New York City, boo, let's get it. New York City did commit historic funding, right, to cultural organizations. A lot of money moved, but it didn't move on its own, right? It took a lot of people, like some of you in here, myself, educators, organizers, to actually get that to happen. I've been to many legislative breakfasts, either if it's at the Brooklyn Arts Council, Brooklyn Academy of Music, and they've all, for that funding, talked about how they rely on each other, community-based organizations, and even, grassroots to figure out what they can do to fund each other, to help try to find innovative programming. At the same time, we've seen this administration lean really hard into censorship in institutions, targeting those institutions and exhibitions that make people feel, uncomfortable. And when artists speak to power, that's often when the backlash hits. And the irony is you can fund the arts, but still crush dissent. When art is being honest, when it tells the truth, and when it connects with people, that's when it becomes a threat, when we start building solidarity through our art. And that's why governments and institutions under capitalism try to defund, sanitize, or privatize it. Art helps people imagine, it helps people feel, and in a system that wants us quiet, isolated, and consuming, that's a risk. So that's where Gallery Particulier comes in. So we're a part of a broader tapestry of cultural work, but our model, I think, is unique in a lot of ways. We literally bring art into people's homes. So through our home hosting program, people get to live with original works or high quality prints for months at a time. It turns your living room into a gallery and hopefully sparks conversations with you and your family members. We also curate shows, right? Something that I recently started to get into, but not just for display. We curate to spark thought within a hallway exhibition, a public storytelling event. We're asking people, when looking at a specific piece or just when they're connecting with each other, what do you feel and what does this say to you? And you can even do that with this art behind me here, right? We're experimenting as well. So we did a portrait night a few weeks ago that went really well. And we're always thinking about new ways to bring people to art in unexpected ways. So here's what we got going on. We have a storytelling event happening on September 24th. The storytelling event is awesome. It's been covered by BK Reader. And we have some pieces back here. They're open to be hosted. So we can hang the artwork at your home. So if you're interested in any of those pieces, reach out to myself. Also, we're looking for board members. You don't have to have an MFA to be on an art board, okay? So we love to have your ideas. If you're working within community and want to share art with people, we'd love to have you.